we get into this video, let's just take a moment and give ourselves a round of applause for getting through this winter. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. It was a long one. What's up guys, welcome to or welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about all the healthy spring habits that we can use to wipe away all those winter cobwebs. I love springtime. I just feel like things are coming back to life. I'm coming back to life. My healthy habits are coming back to life. And it's just so much easier to focus on fitness and focus on health and just be in an overall better mood. I'm someone that's very dictated by the weather, and when it's sunny and warm outside, I feel like motivated, productive, I'm ready to go. But if it's doom and gloom, freezing cold, I'm done. I will not come out. You will not see me for a while. And if you love videos like this one, definitely don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below. With that being said, let's go ahead and let's get into the very first spring habit. The very first habit is something you've probably heard before, but it's because it does actually have merit, and that is to drink warm lemon water every single morning. I'm someone that was so bad at going straight from my pillow to my coffee maker. I didn't bother having any water. I didn't bother eating anything before having coffee, and that is so bad. The first thing my body got in the morning was literally caffeine, and that stresses out your body and it dehydrates you. I decided to just gradually get myself to do that by drinking just normal water. It's a lot better to have warm lemon water because it aids your digestion, it helps with bloating, it helps your body detox, it hydrates you, and it boosts your mood and your immune system, and it just sets the tone for the day. I just feel like it keeps you on a better track throughout the day because you've already started on such a good note that you want to continue that throughout the rest of the day. At least that's kind of how I think. That has definitely helped me, and it has helped me make sure to get my water intake up every day. The next healthy habit is to make a smoothie or a salad daily. And you don't have to do this every single day, obviously, but this is just something that is so fun to do because naturally, as the weather warms up, you're craving fresh fruit and just cold, refreshing things. And smoothies and salads are really great ways to get in a lot of different nutrients, but also you can just play with everything. You can mix so many different fruits and vegetables. You can make so many combinations that you can get so creative with it. Smoothies and salads are such a great way to get in greens if you're having a hard time doing that. I definitely do have a hard time getting in enough greens and enough vegetables. I was actually watching Sam Ozcural's video last week, and she was talking about greens and chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is the green pigment in a plant, so that's what makes spinach green, that's what makes kale green, and that's what plants use to make food and photosynthesis. And that actually has a lot of benefits for our bodies. So chlorophyll is an antioxidant, it fights inflammation. There are studies that are actually proving it to be a mood booster. Either way, it has great benefits aside even from that. So if you can toss in some spinach in a smoothie or do like a mixed green salad, really work those in. That's another way to make you feel really good and give you an extra little boost and have fun making it at the same time. This next habit I actually implemented back in my 77-day challenge, and that is to read 10 pages of a nonfiction book every single day. I have gone spurts where I've just read fiction, I've gone spurts where I've read just nonfiction, and then spurts where I just haven't read at all. I can honestly say whenever I go on those spurts of reading nonfiction, I'm so much more motivated. It's like you're taking time out of your day to talk to your mentor. I just love reading these nonfiction books where I feel like that these people are talking to me and they have been there and they've done that. They pull me out of my head because I am a very big overthinker. I will create so many problems in my head that do not exist. It is insane. And then I will stress myself out. I will literally feel like I'm gonna pass out. Like, I will make myself that stressed. Reading these nonfiction books just really gets me out of my head, and it gets me inspired and motivated to think, okay, these people overcame their stresses. I can do that too. Let me do something today that's gonna push me towards the goals that I'm trying to achieve. And I think that is so cool because while fiction is really fun to read, and I totally love a good fiction book, don't get me wrong, I think that nonfiction is seriously so important to read because it helps us, it makes us really reflect on ourselves and what we're doing and how we can be the best versions of ourselves, or just maybe do something a little bit better if we're having bad thoughts about ourselves or just feel down or limiting beliefs. Reading a nonfiction book can really pull you out of that. And if you're looking for a nonfiction book and you have no idea where to start, I actually did a video on my favorite ones, so I will link that up here above, and feel free to watch that and and see if any of those resonate with what exactly you're looking for. They're books that I will forever read over and over again. My next habit is to look at your vision board for at least 15 seconds. When I have sat down and made myself look at my vision board for this long, it has made such the biggest difference for me. I have put my vision board pretty much everywhere that I turn. Like there's like 3 in our room here. There's on my phone wallpaper. It's on my desktop. Like it's literally everywhere. But honestly, sometimes I just am so passively looking at it and that's so bad. So I make myself pause, I pull up my vision board and I just look at it for 15 seconds. And when you do this, don't look at it like, oh, I wish I had this, or oh, this feels so far away. Like, no. Look at it with intention. Imagine actually having those things. I look at every single picture. I associate the feeling that I had when I put that picture on the board and why I put it on the board. And it has helped me stay so anchored, and it's helped me see the big picture. It just puts me in a better mood, in a better headspace. I try to do this first thing in the morning. I usually will have my coffee, I'll read, and then after I read, I go look at my vision board. So I've had that mental boost from my nonfiction book, and then I go and look at my vision board, and that combination right there has made such a powerful change for me. You really want to embody the feeling of having those things so that you can raise your vibration to the frequency of those and then attract all of those things to you when you're taking the action towards those things. Making yourself take the time to look at your vision board with intention and not just passively, things will change and your mood will change, your productivity and your motivation will just shift. The next habit is to wash and pre-cut your produce. Holy moly, I am the laziest person ever. If I get a pineapple or some blueberries, if I get those and I do not wash and pre-cut those, they will go to waste. It is so pathetic, I know. I'm sure I'm not the only one that does this. If you wash and pre-cut your produce, you are so much more likely to go eat it because it's already done, it's made simple, you've done the work up front. All you have to do is go in there and grab it and start eating it. I will say this made the biggest difference for me because it's made me want to actually eat the produce that we get. It's less work every single time I go to do it because I am pretty busy and I'm sure you're busy too. So wanting fruit and being like, oh, I gotta get the cutting board, then I gotta get the knife, and then I gotta wash it, and then I gotta cut it, and then I gotta clean the cutting board, I gotta clean the knife. Like it's annoying if you're in the middle of your workday and you just want some fruit or a vegetable. Try to designate time, even if it's like on a Sunday or a Monday or whatever, and just take the time to wash and pre-cut your produce and have it ready to go throughout the week and watch how much that you eat versus how much you don't whenever you don't do that. And when the weather is warmer, you're naturally more active, so you're naturally gonna crave more lighter, fresher foods. So just having them ready to go whenever you want them is going to save you so much time, and it's going to really boost how much of your fruits and vegetables that you're eating and overall make you feel amazing. The next habit is to set a timer. Whew. Let me just say, there are so many things that I don't want to do because in my head they're gonna take me 3 hours, but I set my timer for 30 minutes and I get them done. We just associate so much time to certain tasks when in reality they don't even take that long. It makes you so much more conscious of how you're spending your time and how long a certain task will take you. In reality, it could take you way less time than what you think, but if you put that off for multiple tasks because you think they're gonna take longer, they just pile up and pile up. You get more stressed out and it ends up taking you longer than what it would have if we just would have knocked it out in the first place. I can't tell you how many times this has happened to me. I always set a timer for myself. I always think like, oh, I think it's gonna take me like an hour. I'll set it for 20 minutes. See what I can get done in that 20 minutes. It lights a fire under me to get it done. I'm less distracted. I'm quicker to get it done. I'm more motivated to get it done. I can see the end of the task. I know at the end of the 20 minutes, I should be done with this. And if I'm not, then there's a problem. And I don't feel like I've lost so much time to doing this one thing because I know consciously how long it took me, and it's usually a lot less time than what I would have allotted for it if I hadn't set the timer. Like laundry, I feel like it takes me like 45 minutes to an hour, but in all actuality, I can be done in 10 to 20 minutes. My next habit is morning movement. This can look different every single day. It's just what feels good to you in that moment. That could be stretching, going for a 3-minute walk, doing a 30-minute workout, going to the gym, walking your dog, whatever it is that that movement in the morning is just going to get your blood flowing, it's going to boost your mood, and it just sets the tone for such a good day. I've found that my best days have started with a morning workout to add so much structure to my day, and I just overall make healthier choices throughout that day. My next habit is going outside. I love incorporating my indoor activities with the outdoors or just flat out going outside. So I love, like, instead of reading inside, I'll go read outside or go for a bike ride, go for a walk, go for a run, play some sports, whatever gets you outside. The sun is naturally going to boost your mood and make you just feel so refreshed. Make sure you're setting aside time to get outside and get some fresh air. Even if it's for 5 minutes, step away from your work, step away from whatever is stressing you, go outside and just take a deep breath and feel the sun on your face. Your mood will completely shift. I go stir crazy if I'm inside too long. Get outside, get moving, enjoy the sun, and just take in the fresh air. That serotonin boost will carry over into other aspects of your life. My next habit is to acknowledge the positive things in your life and the things that you're actually grateful for. It can be really hard to stay in a gratitude mindset, especially if it's been a rough day. So it helps to tap into more so of the emotion of that. Like, for instance, my cats. I love my cats. They're my babies, and I'm so grateful that they are in my life. I just take time to look at all 3 of them, take in their fluffiness and their little whiskers, and just the fact that they are right there in front of me. And if they weren't there in front of me, I would be so lost and devastated, and I just love them so much. If you're able to tap into that emotion of something or someone that you are so grateful for, it really just makes you realize what you do have versus what you don't. It's so easy to think about what you don't have. At least I do struggle with that as well, because, you know, you're striving for things and it's good to want more, but you also need to be grateful for what you do have. And as far as positivity, our days can get away from us sometimes. We're human and it happens. Sometimes you have really great days and sometimes you have bad days, and some days just kind of happen. It's really great to, at the end of the day, maybe just think to yourself, or journal this if you want to, 3 things that happened that were positive that day. Even if it's a really crappy day, there's 3 good things that happened to you that day, even if they're super, super tiny. I love to try to do that because sometimes I feel like my days get away from me, and I'm human, it happens, but to really bring myself back, I focus on my gratitude and also the positive things that have happened. My next habit is to do things as you go. So as far as cleaning, decluttering, if there is something that needs to be cleaned or something you see out of place, just go ahead and take care of it. Don't let it all pile up because it just gets more daunting. I'm so bad at this. I will let the laundry sit. I have so many other things that I want to do, and I literally put it on my to-do list and I'll keep moving it to the next day, and I'll have laundry on my to-do list for like the last 5 days. So just, if you see it and you have a second, just take care of it. Clean as you go so that it's not such a daunting task later. This can go for work or anything as well, but definitely cleaning, I have found that if you just see something out of place or something just needs to be done really quick, just take the 5 minutes and go take care of it, because you'll be really happy that you did later. It's so much better to do 5 minutes worth of things here and there versus having like 5 things that take 5 minutes each all pile up, and then they're super daunting, and then you procrastinate them even more. I've struggled with that, and I'm really trying to just clean as I go, and if I see something that's out of place, I take care of it right then and there. Alright, you guys, well, those are all of the healthy spring habits that I've been implementing that have really helped me get out of my winter funk and just get so ready and pumped for the springtime and the warmer weather. I really hope that these found you some inspiration or motivation, and if they do help and you do try any of them out, please leave it in the comments down below, because I love to hear whenever these videos are helpful to you. Thank you so much for watching and spending time with me today, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!